YouTube family, welcome to a brand new episode of Mad Chow TV. We're so excited. I know y'all must be wondering, why is this girl smiling from ear to ear? Well, that's because this is our debut video. I am super excited about this, and finally I'm happy that we're launching our brand new channel. I'm your host, Chef Dali, and for today's episode we're gonna keep it simple and make a quick and easy mac and cheese recipe that's part of our Dinners on a Dime series. So these are budget beating recipes that won't hurt your wallet, but I know that the family will love. But before we get started, if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we drop a new video. And click that like button if you want more videos like this one in the future. Okay, so let's get cracking.
Get strong.
So here we are, we're at HEB Plus. My favorite store is right next to where we live. So let's go inside and let's go get those ingredients. Come on, let's go. Okay, so we are here at the cheese section, and I just love their sharp cheddar cheese. So this is what we're gonna need, sharp cheddar cheese. Okay, so we're here at the mac and cheese aisle. So we're gonna need our mac and cheese. The reason why I like the HEB brand is because they don't use artificial sweeteners or any colors or preservatives. So we're gonna need 2 of these boxes. Let's go. All right, moving it along, we got our evaporated milk, just 1 can we're gonna need, HEB brand. So this is next on our list. Let's go. All right, so we're over at the season aisle, and I love the Fiesta brand seasoning, and I like to use the chicken rub seasoning. So we're gonna need some of this. So we're gonna put that on the list. Let's go. Oh man, I am getting beat walking around this aisle. So we're over by the dairy section. We have our cream cheese, so we're gonna use just the HEB regular brand, really nice and creamy. So we're gonna add this to the list. All right, so this is it now. This is the last leg. Our butter, our HEB salted butter. So this is the last thing that we need before we get to go home. So put this on the list. All right, so we are at the self-checkout. So we're gonna go ahead and tally all these ingredients and see how much it's gonna cost. So let's go. We have $18.01. You can't beat that. Before we get started, here's a recap of the ingredients we will need. 2 boxes of mac and cheese, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1 stick of butter, 2.5 cups of sharp cheddar grated cheese, 1 can of evaporated milk, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, 6 cups of water, and last but not least, seasoning to taste. Okay, so we will take the 6 cups of water and we're going to pour it into the pot. When we pour it into the pot, we're going to turn it on. Then we will let this water boil, and then after that we'll add the mac and cheese. Okay, so now that we've allowed our water to boil, we're gonna go and put the 2 boxes of macaroni in here. Now I do understand, guys, that you guys don't have HEB, so you are free to use any brand that you like. But the reason why I like HEB is because they use a lot of natural products and ingredients in their food. So that's why I like to use HEB's brand. So now that it's boiling, we're just going to give it a little bit of a stir just to separate it. And we will put a lid on this. Now you want to boil it for a good 8 to 10 minutes, and then after that we'll be back. Alright, 10 minutes is up. So now we're going to reduce this. I'm going to put it at around halfway between the 0 and the 2. And then I'm going to remove this from the stove so that I can work with with the rest of the ingredients. So now we'll add the butter first. And then my my white and my black salt and pepper mix is gonna go in here. And my seasoning. Really love this seasoning. And then, okay, so now once I do that, I'm just going to blend everything all together, making sure that the butter has melted. Okay. We are not draining the water at this point because we will need this water so that we can kind of provide a sauce and the macaroni is not dry, because who hates dry mac and cheese? Because I know I do. Okay. Now after that, the 2 packets of the powdered cheese, I'm just going to sprinkle it like so. The reason why I'm doing it like this is I want it to kind of absorb into the mixture. I'm doing this to avoid the mixture from having too many lumps. Okay? So I'm slowly blending it in now, making sure that powdered cheese is blending into the rest of the mixture, like so. Okay. Alright, as you can see, you're not seeing too many of the lumps in there formed by that powder. I think that's good enough. So now we will add our cream cheese. Okay. And then I will go ahead and put this back on the stove. And I'm going to leave it as is because I don't want it too high to prevent it from burning. So I'm going to leave it on low and I'm continuously stirring this so that it melts into the mixture. I know it's kind of tedious, but you know, you have to take your time with things like this. So you see it's starting to melt. The best thing for you to do is make sure that when you do get your cream cheese, leave it out for a little bit so that it's nice and soft, and then this actually helps to speed up the process. So we're good. We're starting to get this nicely melted. Alright. Still my heat is on very low, and while that's going on, I'm going to just at this time pour the 1 cup of the extra cheddar cheese, the shredded cheese over here, and I'm blending it in. We want it to blend in nicely. You see that? Now you're starting to get that nice creamy effect. There you go. And then lastly, I'm going to add my can of evaporated milk. There you go. And I'm going to blend it into this mixture like so. You want to make sure that you evenly distribute the mixture, all the contents in. Give it a nice good stir. Okay, that's good enough. We will let it simmer on low for 5 minutes. Put the lid on. I'm going to set my timer at 5 minutes. And we'll be back in 5. Okay, so we are back 5 minutes later. And now I'm going to turn this completely off. And I'm just going to stir this mixture together. And you see the reason why we kept it on super low. As you can see, nothing has stuck and nothing is burning. And that's the whole objective. So this looks really creamy. Now I'm going to get my spatula and I'm going to pour this into my already greased glass dish. Okay. So now I'm going to pour all this into the mix, into the dish. Okay. I'm just going to even it out like so, using my spatula. And now the last thing we're going to do is the remainder of the 1.5 cups of the shredded cheese. I'm just going to go and pour it on top like so. I'll just go ahead and use this. There you go. You want to make sure that you evenly distribute the cheese. Get all angles. Alright, we're done there. Now my oven has already been preset to 350 degrees. I'm going to put my timer at 50 minutes. You're going to put it in the oven. You want it in the middle part of the oven. You don't want it too low and you don't want it too high. The middle part always gets an even distribution of your cooking process. Stick it in there, and I want to set my timer at 50 minutes. So we'll be back in 50 minutes. Alright, we are ready to go and check this mac and cheese. Oh, you see that nice crust? That's what I like to see. Yummy. Alright, so we're going to turn that off. Timer, we are done. You see that nice crisp crust? That's what I like to see. But before you start to serve, let it cool down for 5 minutes before serving. Alright, so 5 minutes is over. Let's go ahead and put this on the plate. Okay, we're gonna get a nice little cut in there. Cut around the edges as well so that it's easy to come out. Alright, that's good enough. Oh my gosh. Now for the moment of truth. I'm going to taste this. This is what I like. That nice creamy, cheesy consistency and taste. Oh my goodness. And one thing I like about it as well is that the noodle is not too soft either. The macaroni itself. Man, this is really, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this. So that's it for my mac and cheese, easy, cheesy, creamy mac and cheese recipe. Oh yeah. This is so freaking good. We also want to hear from you, fam. Tell us what you would like us to make in the comments below. And let us know what y'all think. If we pick your suggestion, we'll feature you in the next video. That's it for today's episode of Mad Chow TV. And we'll catch you on the flip flop. Laters. Signing out. Strong.